Hey World Changers, it is day 24 of the 100 Days of Self-Discovery Challenge. So as you know by now, every day I pose a thought-provoking question. I share my own reflections and I invite you to do the same by just taking 10 minutes out of your day to have a think about this question, write it in your journal and get to know yourself better so that you can start creating the life that you want. Learn what's holding you back, the limiting beliefs, and what your real goals, dreams and desires are so that you can start designing your life and creating it rather than just reacting to it and all the challenges that can come up with life. So, today's question is, when did you last do something which scared you a bit? Don't know why they've put in a bit at the end, but that's the question. So, for me, something that majorly scared me was leaving my very secure day job last year. I officially handed in my notice in July and left after 18 years in my career as a BBC radio producer. So that was scary because, suddenly I was totally responsible for the income that I was going to earn, which is a crazy mindset because I was always responsible for that income because it was up to me to work hard and not get sacked and, ensure that I stuck in at my job and did what was required of me. So it's just the same thing in my my change of world business. It's just that I'm the one generating the income, and there's much more pressure on that. So that still continues to be scary. However, what would have been more scarier would have been to stay in that job and not pursue my dreams and at least try what I wanted to do, because I didn't want to get to the end of my life with regrets. My dad, some of you will know this story. So my dad, before he was diagnosed with cancer, told he had literally weeks to live. And in a rare moment that we had together, just the two of us, he burst into tears and just said he was too young to die. And I thought my dad had lived a very fulfilled life, very full life. And this was just such a shock to me. And, once I'd Dad had passed away, and once I'd gone through the grieving process, I remember thinking, if I can learn anything from this painful experience, it was that was not going to be my legacy, and I was not going to have regrets in my life, and I was going to live life to the fullest. Sadly, it took me another several life-changing bereavements in my life to fully start making that happen. That lesson didn't happen once, it happened 3 times with the loss of my mum and sister 10 years later. So it took a few goes for me to finally start living life and being true to myself and doing things that, even though they terrified me and scared me, I still did them because I don't want to reach the end of my life with regrets. And I have to say, I am at a point in my life right now, God forbid, if I'm touching wood here, that if I was to go tomorrow or soon, I'm pretty content that I've done pretty much most of the things I wanted to do, That's not to say, if you're listening up there, that I'm ready to go. I've still got a whole load of things that I can do, and I'm going to do them, and I'm going to absolutely nail it. So what else scares me that I've done? Doing this 100-day self-discovery challenge, I am getting much more confident doing these videos, but, I am not comfortable with public speaking. I'm not comfortable with putting myself out there. I am not comfortable with always sharing my own views because, I'm always constantly worried about what other people think. So, and I do think that is something that limits us and holds a lot of people back, the fear of what others will think of us. So, that's something that I'm doing regularly that scares me, but the more I do it, the less scary it gets. So that's definitely a top tip. If there is something that scares you, take baby steps towards it and just keep practicing and keep forcing yourself to do it. But I would say do it in a supportive environment. Don't just go and throw yourself in the deep end. Unless that is your style, then go for it. Do whatever is right for you. This is what the self-discovery challenge is all about. It's about working out your path, your how you operate and what is right for you. It's not about me telling you or anybody else telling you. This is about your self-discovery. And once you work out who you are, what you're about, then that's when you can start living a life that fits in absolute keeping with your values. You can live with vitality, health and happiness because you are living true to yourself. And there is no better feeling than that. I cannot tell you how much joy that and how much easier life is when you do that. And that's why I keep harping on about how passionate I am about personal development. So the thing is, I think when something scares you, it is a trigger to do some prep work out why it scares you, and try and eliminate that so that you can, you can push forward and through that discomfort zone. But just remember, anything that you're trying new, just focus on the first 5 minutes rather than the absolute outcome, because if you can control the anxiety that comes up in the first 5 minutes of doing something new that scares you, or not even new, just something that scares you, if you can control the first 5 minutes with your breathing, keeping yourself in check, just going, you know what, I'm going to survive, because it's the limbic brain that is kicking off. If you know anything about, a little bit about neuroscience, so we have 3 brains. Our limbic brain is the smallest of the 3 brains, but it's the one that hijacks us, and it's all about survival. It fears pretty much everything, its primary instinct and role is to keep us alive. And any threat that comes in, it freaks out and it panics. But it will see everything. It used to be, to fight off tigers, that kind of thing, to make us run and flee or fight. But now we're not dealing with tigers, we're dealing with social anxiety, we're dealing with deadlines and pressure and all these kind of things that are not going to kill us, but we're still reacting in the same way and we get hijacked. So if you find yourself in a scary situation or you're about to do something that does scare you, just remember, chat to the limbic brain, manage it, and just say, do you know what, I know you're feeling scared right now, but it's okay. This is not a life-threatening situation and we are going to survive this. We will be fine. I know it sounds crazy, but that is what the limbic brain is looking for. It's just looking for validation and reassurance that it's not going to die. So anyway, that's my check-in for today. Again, the question is, when did you last do something which scared you a bit? It doesn't have to scare you a bit, it can scare you loads if you want. I don't know why they've added that in, but yeah, that is the question for today. I look forward to your reflections, and if you've not done something in a while that scared you, then maybe you could challenge yourself to do something scary, and maybe you could post a video like this one instead of just writing your comments below. But it's up to you. You're welcome to join our Change Your World Facebook group, which is completely private. It's free to join and it's full of like-minded individuals all working hard on themselves to improve their life and live life better. Anyway, take care, love to you all, and have a fantastic day. All right, bye.